Hello, everyone. A very warm welcome to you all, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people around the world. Good evening, everyone. It is Brian here. This is What Brian Thinks Adventures. Happy late Monday night, August 29th. Early next morning, Tuesday, August 30th of 2022. It is Brian here. This is What Brian Thinks Adventures. I hope you all are having yourselves a very wonderful, safe night, and I hope the kids are getting themselves ready for their school year, their new school year at school for 2022-2023 school year. And I'm also wanting to give each and every one, all of you, a heads up about some updates, what's going to be going on this year. And I also would like to provide a 2022-2023 semester term update and talk about some of the very positive things, what's going to be happening between the first few months of this year, 2022-2023, between the fall months of September, October, November, December, as well as this January, February, March, as well as close to early this spring of this April of 2023. But before I get into any of that, I want to talk about some of the positive things I'm very excited to tell you what I'm going to be doing at the start of this year. The first 3 weeks of this September, Saturday, September 3rd, Saturday, September 10th, Saturday, September 17th, as well as the first 3 weeks of Saturday, October 1st, October 8th, and October 15th, over the first 2 months of the fall term of this year, 2022-2023. So here it goes. So those of you who would like to know is that I'm going to be starting school at MacEwan University near Ice District Plaza on Saturday, September 3rd for Adobe Photoshop Level 1 at MacEwan University from 10 a.m. in the morning to 5 o'clock at the end of the afternoons on Saturday, September 3rd, September 10th and 17th of this September, as well as Illustrator Adobe Level 1 between Saturday, October 1st, October 8th, and 15th, before and after Thanksgiving Day weekend in the fall of October. And it's very exciting too. I'm very excited to start going to school again. And I also want to tell you that today, my mom and I, we went for lunch at Montana's in Tamarack. We had the Antojitos. And I also had the chicken soft tacos with fries at Montana's for lunch this afternoon. In fact, my mom and I, we got to see the Marvels movie, Thor: Love and Thunder, for a second time this afternoon at Landmark Cinemas in Tamarack. So it turned out to be a very good afternoon. In fact, I'm also wanting to tell each and every one of you the most exciting news of all, what I did recently. So you're gonna like this news. So here goes, everyone. I am very pleased to announce is that I have submitted an application for a part-time 50-50 ambassador job position with Rogers Place, Ice District Plaza downtown for a job position. So I look forward to hearing an email and a phone call from their hiring manager this week. So very pleased about that as well. So I took care of that as well. Now here comes the positive news. I am very excited to inform each and every one of you is that I'm also expecting a phone call from the Acapella Catering this week when I can start my first day of work before as well as after I start school at MacEwan University. In fact, I did let them know that I do have open availability, and I can also work around my Special Olympics bowling schedule as well that I have on Sunday mornings for 7 months between this fall of this October to this spring of this April of 2023, this year as well. In fact, I have already got that sorted out, and I also need to get things turned around too, so I'm already doing what's right too. I've been plugging away, looking at job places for the last many months. In fact, I have really made the most of this summer of this year, even though this summer has been very struggling, frustrating, not being able to see my friends out of town in Calgary for Calgary Stampede, but I'll get to go next summer in 10 months from this fall of this September, October to this summer of July next year of 2023, after this year 2022-2023 semester term is over. Likewise, I'm also very excited to inform you all is that I just got off the phone with the Southgate Safeway this afternoon. They want me to call their hiring manager, goes by the name Sarah, first thing tomorrow morning, anytime after 8 o'clock, so after 8 a.m. tomorrow morning, between after 8 a.m., 9 o'clock a.m., and 10 o'clock a.m., a couple hours before the lunch hour, before noon hours, so I will be phoning them first thing tomorrow morning as well. Now, here's some very excellent positive news I would like to tell you as well. I have reached over 14,460 YouTube videos of my adventures and my uploads of my YouTube channel so far, so another 6,460 YouTube videos will be 20,460 YouTube videos down the road this year. So stay tuned for that as well, everyone. And on the following next day, this Wednesday, August 31st, I will provide you end of August 2022 update this Wednesday, August 31st, as well as the start of this Thursday, September 1st, and provide you with the September 2022 update. And then the separate update will be fall 2022 update, and talk about all the very positive things, what's going to be happening over the fall as well. And most importantly, folks, I want to tell you that my mom and I, we had a wonderful time. We had a great lunch at Montana's in Tamarack. In fact, the food there is absolutely amazing. And folks, for those who would like to know, is that I just looked at the ETS website that Millgate Transit Center near Mill Woods is going to be closing for good. But they're going to be having a new transit center called Davies Transit Center at the start of this September, after the kids start school, as the fall service changes progresses too. So I'm going to definitely check that out in between my new job schedule, school, Special Olympics bowling schedule. And likewise, I really want to tell you is that I hope everyone had a very wonderful summer this year. I had a very wonderful summer. I made the very best of this summer. I got to do some things here during the summer, and I'm also going to get things back on track as we head in between the last 2 days of this summer of August, and as we transition our way from the summer holiday month of this August to the start of this year 2022-2023 semester term at the start of this September. So I'm very pleased to tell you is that tomorrow morning I'm also going to get my Special Olympics bowling paid out, so have it ready just before September 17th, because with my schooling going on the first 3 Saturdays of this September as well as the first 3 Saturdays of this October, so that's why I want to get it done early as soon as possible. So I'm very thrilled about this as well. Likewise, I made lots of very understanding decisions, and this September I'm looking forward to going to the model train show at Millennium Place on Sunday, September 11th, at the beginning of the second week of this September, on the second weekend of this September. So I'm going to definitely make a YouTube video of that too, so I hope you all can stay tuned for that as well this year, since the last time I did a YouTube video of the Greater Edmonton Model Train Show at Millennium Place in Sherwood Park was 4 years ago in September 2018. So I'm looking forward to doing that again. after this summer holidays, if this summer is over, come early this fall month of this September. In fact, I have some very positive words to say. This fall, in the middle of this September of next month of this year, Neil, my mom, and I, we're going to be attending the Comic-Con, the Comic-Con Expo, in Edmonton Northlands at Edmonton Expo Center on Sunday, September 18th in mid-September next month. So we're very excited about that too. We got the Comic-Con tickets in advance. And likewise, I'm looking forward to hearing a phone call from the hiring manager of Acapella Catering hopefully during this week before Labor Day, September long weekend, before I start school at MacEwan University. So hopefully before and after Labor Day Monday draws near. So I'm very excited about that too. I've already did the protocols. I've already let Emily of Human Resources of Acapella Catering know that I have my classes on Saturdays for the first 3 Saturdays of September, October, and my Special Olympics bowling schedule between this fall of this October to this spring of this April of 2023. So lots of excitement's coming up in the air as well, folks. So, and for those who don't know, I would like to take a moment of all the positive things that has really happened. My friends, I have been working very hard to finding a new job and to getting things back on track. And even though this year's been very frustrating, but I think I'm starting to turn the corner. And I'm also looking at other job places that's not far from my place. So it's why I'm focusing very hard, keep plugging away till I find a job. And importantly, I'm going to be going to bed early tonight so I can get up first thing very early tomorrow morning to telephone the Safeways at Southgate near my old school Ally Karens to get to speak to their hiring manager Sarah to let them know that I had submitted my resume at Southgate Safeway in July last month, and I'm going to ask to see if they had a chance to review that as well. Oh, excuse me. In fact, I just want to tell you is that this summer I got to go to my Aunt Jackie's birthday party this July as well last month. So it turned out to be a great time too. And I'm very excited to inform you all is that I'm really looking forward to a fresh new start in my new job, going to school at MacEwan University this fall, and going into Special Olympics bowling over the fall and winter, and early this spring of this year as this year 2022-2023 progresses. And I'm also going to provide with some excellent things what's going to happen. So I hope you're listening because this is very exciting news as well. I have been dealing with a lot of changes over the summer of this year, even though this past year's been very struggling. The summer has been frustrating for me, not being able to see my friends away for Calgary Stampede for 3 or 4 days this July, but I made a very responsible and very understanding decision, as well as a mature decision to hold off my Calgary Stampede trip for a third straight summer this year till July next year of 2023 and 10 months from this fall of this September, October. So this will give me plenty of time between this week, over the fall month of September, October, and November, and before the winter break at the end of December, as well as the start of the new year, January, February, and March of this year, 2023, to get my things on track in between my new work schedule, my school schedule, Special Olympics bowling schedule. So I'm very pleased to tell you is that I'm really looking forward to hearing a phone call back from the hiring manager of Acapella Catering Company this week. Hopefully sometime tomorrow or sometime this Wednesday before September the 1st, or sometime hopefully before Labor Day September long weekend. So I've been checking my phone for the last couple days, so I'm very thrilled about this as well. And now here's some very excellent things I want to tell you. I really want to say is that I have been making the best of this summer, even though it's been a very rough and very frustrating and challenging time this summer to get a new job. But I have been persevering very hard this past year to get things back on track. In fact, I'm starting to turn the page, starting to turn things back up and running again. But most importantly, my friends, is that I'm looking forward to a fresh new start of 2022-2023 semester term this year. In fact, I'm looking forward to working hard at my new job and working hard in my Adobe courses, Adobe Photoshop Level 1 and Illustrator Adobe Level 1 at MacEwan University over the first 2 months of this September, October of this fall. So lots of excitement in the air for that too. And if all of this goes well, who knows? I might be registered for courses that I'm interested in taking this November, December before the winter break, as well as at the beginning of this January, February, and March, and close to April of the first 4 months of this year, 2023. So I'm excited for that as well. And I'm very excited for this new job opportunity with Acapella Catering for the setting the tables and clearing the dirty dishes. So it's mostly buffet, but I'm very excited to expect this phone call soon. And I've already spoken with Human Resources of the catering company last Wednesday, August 24th. So I've already notified about that as well. And for those who would like to know, before I go, I have been making a tremendous lot of changes this year. Finding another job that's not far from home, where I feel comfortable in doing for my work, but most importantly, is getting things turned around and back on track again. And aside from all this, I'm definitely going to provide you this Wednesday, August 31st, the last day of August, and the August 2022 update. So please stay tuned for that as well. And also this coming Thursday, September 1st, I will provide you with the September 2022 update. So I hope you will all stay tuned for that as well. And before I go to bed, folks, I really want to say is that this year, 2022-2023, in between my new job, school, Special Olympics bowling schedule, I'm going to get my routines back on track again, attending Rave, Soundwave in between my new work schedule, school, and Special Olympics bowling this year, as well as getting my trips, travels back on schedule, as well as getting my plans back on track in between my new work availability as well as school. So lots of exciting things to figure out as well. And likewise, I really want to tell you that my YouTube collection has really gotten bigger too since I started doing YouTube videos a long time ago. But you know what? I have come a long way since then. In fact, before I close this 2022-2023 semester term update, I want to tell you some other things what's going to happen this spring in 2023. This next May, in 9 months from this September, spring May 2023, I'll be 30 years old this May, so in the spring of May 2023. So I'm going to come up with some ideas for my 30th birthday, this upcoming next May, in 9 months from this September of this fall of this year to this spring of this upcoming year, 2023. So there'll be plenty of time for that as well, and I will provide you with the details later on. And most importantly, folks, I really want to say is that my mom's been very proud of all the understanding choices and the best I've been making of this summer of this year. Even though it's been frustrating, challenging, struggling, but I've been plugging away to finding new employment, and I've been job hunting for so many months since last winter, last spring, and this summer. But I'm looking forward to getting onto a positive fork in the road, to getting things in the right page, and I hope to expect a phone call from the Acapella Catering this week. So I'm checking my phone for that as well. So hopefully I should hear a response within this week before Labor Day, September long weekend, before I start school at MacEwan University. And I'm also going to be making a phone call to Safeway. It's outside Southgate Center on the south side tomorrow morning after 8 o'clock a.m. and between 9 a.m. and 10 a.m., so a couple hours before the noon hour. So I'm very pleased about this as well. Now, before I go, here's some very excellent things for the kids and the teens and the teenagers that they're going to school this September. Kids, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gents, I hope you all have a fantastic school year, 2022-2023 school year, this semester year. And I hope you get excellent grades on your report cards this year. And my friend Kishan, I really want to tell you, bud, I hope to get a chance to see you after school sometime at Southgate Mall, and we can get together for a coffee, and maybe we can ride the bus to Tamarack after school when you're off class. So I'll give you a call sometime after school, and maybe we can talk about that, and we can figure that out in between my new work availability as well as school, as well as getting things on track. So I will provide you with that as well. In fact, folks, I'm looking forward to getting my Hamilton-Toronto trip scheduled to this year, 2023. As soon as I get my new job situated and my school and Special Olympics bowling schedule between now, start of this fall term of this September, as well as over the fall of this October, November, and December, before the winter break, as well as this January, February of this winter, as well as March of early spring of this year, 2023, before this April and May, and before I get to go to Calgary for the upcoming Calgary Stampede in July next summer, in 10 months from this September. So I'm very excited for that too, folks. And I hope you all have yourselves a safe night, and I hope you all have yourselves an enjoyable Tuesday morning of August 30th, before the last day, Wednesday, August 31st of this summer of this August. And likewise, I'm really excited to tell you is that I'm looking forward to getting my new job situated this week, before and after I start school at MacEwan University, before and after Labor Day, September long weekend of this September, as well as before as well as after Thanksgiving long weekend of this October as well, before and after I start Special Olympics bowling this fall. So for those who don't know, before I go, here's an excellent reminder. I will be doing Special Olympics bowling on Sunday mornings for 7 months between this fall of this October to this spring of this April of 2023 this year. So lots of amazing things is going to happen this year, 2022-2023 semester term, so wait and see. And I will absolutely provide you with more YouTube public transit videos in between my new job, school, and Special Olympics bowling schedule. And I hope to see one of my friends who's a YouTube transit enthusiast, like people like my friend Nico, the Transit King. So I hope to see him on the bus again, and we can do YouTube videos of random ETS buses, of random New Flyer buses, as well as Grand West vicinity buses, as well as those Proterra Rattling Rockin' Robin musical dancing Proterra potato bus units. And I'm very excited to see what the new Davies Transit Center on the south side here in Edmonton is going to be like too when it opens as part of the ETS fall service change this September as well. So I'm very thrilled about this too, everyone. Now, on the very positive side of things is that my mom and I, we did some things too before and after she recovered from getting ill. But you know what? We got to go to Katie's this summer. We also I also did a YouTube video of ETS Bus 2019-2020 New Flyer Excelsior 40-foot low floor bus unit of 7145 on 4 Lewis Farms via West Edmonton Mall via web. And I also did a YouTube video of the Métis and the Indigenous music at Edmonton Expo Center when we went to Katie's this summer in July last month. So that really turned out to be a great time. And for those who don't know, is that I'm still going to do my subway and streetcar trips on my travels in the downtown Toronto on my visits in Hamilton during the day. I'm still going to take the GO Bus and GO Train on our Lakeshore Line route that I love the most on the GO Transit in the GTHA Greater Toronto Hamilton areas on my travels in Edmonton, in Ontario on my visits from Edmonton, Alberta. And I'm still going to go visit Calgary for a day or two, like hopefully sometime in September, October if I want to. So I just have to get my new job situated first. So between the end of the last 2 days of this August and the first couple of weeks of September. So there's plenty of opportunities, and as well as over the fall of this October. So there's plenty of open door options available as well. So a lot of important things has really happened. And folks, I really want to say before I go for the night, it has been very challenging and frustrating for me to find a new job, but you know what is very positive is that I spoke professionally on the phone with the people at Safeway outside Southgate Mall, and they asked me to follow up with their hiring manager first thing tomorrow. So I'm very excited about that first thing tomorrow morning. So I hope you all have yourselves a great day tomorrow. And before I go for the night, everyone, here's some positive things to understand. Sometimes plans may have to be put on hold temporarily. Some things may have to be put on pause. But you know what's important is that we always have to get things figured out and sorted out too. And sometimes situations happen now and then. But it's always good to figure things out as well as plans. I'm still going to go attend Soundwave at World Water Park at West Edmonton Mall this year, in between my new job schedule, school and Special Olympics bowling schedule. So that's still going to be on the table. Folks, for those who would like to know, is that I'm still going to do random elevator trip videos on my travels. I'm still going to go on my bus trips on our HSR buses in Hamilton, our old place in Ontario, on my visits out east as well as Waterdown, including my GO Bus and GO Train trip on our Lakeshore Line again, as well as my subway and streetcar trips in the downtown Toronto during the day, visiting our familiar routes on the TTC I still know. And I have Oakville Transit, so my Presto Smart Fare card is in excellent condition, and I'm very excited to get things well underway again. I'm getting my new job underway, my school post-secondary education college schedule underway, as well as my Special Olympics bowling schedule I'm going to be doing on Sunday mornings from 10 o'clock in the morning to 12 o'clock noon between this fall of this October to this spring of this April of this year 2022-2023 semester. So lots of very excited, positive things to look forward to, everyone. So I really want to say is that have yourselves a good night, everybody. Thank you very much for hearing me talking about 2022-2023 semester term update. Monday night, August 29th of 2022. Early next day, Tuesday, August 30th of summer 2022. And before I go, everyone, I really want to remind you all is that please stay tuned for August 31st, this Wednesday. Please stay tuned for end of August 2022 update, as well as this Thursday coming up, the start of the new 2022-2023 semester term. September 2022 update. Have yourselves a good night, everybody. Thank you for hearing me talking about 2022-2023 semester term update. Monday night, August 29th, 2022, as well as early next day, Tuesday, August 30th of 2022. Have a good night, everyone.